forget, and that's why I'm feeling bad. Smoke a cigarette and take another drag. Smoke a cigarette, remember why you're at. I've never been that bad. So remember why you're at. Remember why you're at. I'm never coming back. So remember why you're at.
Hello. What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've done a stream. Been pretty busy. How's everybody doing tonight? Can everybody hear me okay? To the people asking about the music, that's the intro music is my it's a cousin of mine through marriage. It's actually my wife's cousin. She's a female, so there's no way for y'all to really get that music. I don't think she's on Apple or any of that other stuff. Um so sorry about that. But I have her CD and I downloaded, I put the CD on my computer. So that's why I'm able to play it. Plus, I don't get copyright on it. Excuse me. Ugh. I can play it without getting copyright. Need her song on YouTube. Yeah, she's not. I don't think it's on none of that. Um, she's only made one album. She's supposed to be making another one, but I don't know how that's going or if it is going. Well, gas prices, that's because that man right there got robbed in 2020. If he was still in there, we wouldn't be having that issue right now. So, how you doing, Jeremy? Hmm. Y'all have to excuse me. I can't stop yawning. I don't know, where everybody where what gas prices are like where everybody else is at, but we're about the average here is about 4.49 a gallon. What's up, Ted? About 4.49, 4.50 a gallon. 4.49 to 4.59 a gallon, just depending on, the gas station. So, uh you're very much mistaken. Ice, white ice. Big difference between Democrats and Republicans. So you can take that shit somewhere else. Yeah, I say the same thing, Ted. Laughing my ass off at ice. Big difference between the two. Yeah, Biden's really doing he's really doing good for this country. I did too. I got a $10 fuel charge built into my service call. Had to. Didn't have a choice. $5.47 in Detroit. My God, man. Uh, it's gonna it's gonna be more than one more year before we get him back. What we got to concentrate on right now is winning the midterm this November. Getting the Republicans to take over the House and the Senate. We need that bad. 407C is good if it has POE oil. I know a lot of people are using 407C no matter what, even if it's I know people that are mixing 407C. What's up, Mr. Moist? I know people that are using 407C and topping off regular R22 with it, which is just crazy, but there's people out there that will do it. So I had never. So let me tell you about my thermostat situation. I uh I bought a T10, as I told you all, a Honeywell T10. I laid it on the bar. Not knock on wood. No, I'm not having trouble getting equipment, and I've moved a lot of it lately. We've done several change outs, and I got two scheduled this week, possibly a third one. We'll see. Uh, anyway, I had bought me a T10 thermostat. I laid it on the bar and went for it a couple days later to install it on the wall, and it went missing. We cannot find it anywhere. So I installed a T10 for a couple customers, and I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't like it that much. Um, so, but today I was tired of not having a Wi-Fi thermostat. I love having a Wi-Fi thermostat. Um, nah, my kids didn't steal it. Um, so I went to Lowe's and I got the new Ecobee. I had an Ecobee in the past, the Ecobee 3. I didn't like it at all. I put this one on a few hours ago, and so far it's been pretty good. Um, so far it's been pretty good. I like it, but I got to give it a few days before I make a decision. Let me send this text real quick. Hang tight. I don't like the Honeywell. I like the Honeywell 9000, but let me tell y'all something about the Honeywell 9000 that turned me off to it. And my customer started complaining. Give me 1 second. And let me send this message and I'll tell you. Nest is horrible, but Ecobee's pretty good. I know a lot of people that have Ecobees, they don't have any trouble with them. And I'm sorry, I'm not selling the Honeywell T series anymore. And the 5000s, they're back on the market, but they're too expensive. Honeywell's charging way too much money for them. So I'm selling the Emerson basic thermostats, the new Emerson stats, the basic ones. That's what I sell for basic. And then I'm gonna go Ecobee for Wi-Fi, but Ecobee is not nearly like a Nest. Let me finish sending this text, and we'll talk about the Honeywell 9000. Well, I'm not gonna go buy Train thermostats. I know, sorry. Well, I don't sell the Emerson Sensi. I don't like the Sensi. Yeah, the Amp Probe. It's a good meter. Um, I don't sell the Sensi. I sell the basic thermostat. I'm gonna have to pull it up so I can show y'all. When I'm done in here, I will. Go. Field piece all the way. Since when we're talking about thermostats? Since when did Field piece start making thermostats? Man, my computer is acting stupid tonight. All right, here it is right here. This is the one. Wait. Let me pull it up on this screen. All right. Now I can show y'all. So this is the one that I'm putting in, carrying on my truck, and it's a non-programmable. Um, it's a really nice thermostat. This is it in programmable. This is it in programmable. It's very easy to program it. The customers like them. Until Honeywell gets the T series under control, uh, this is what I'm going to be offering. So anyway, that's the thermostat that I'm selling. You should be able to find it at Coburn's. Um, and like I said, I got the new Ecobee on my house, and so far it's been really good, but it's only been on for a few hours. Feels good in the house. The last Ecobee that I had, it just didn't read temperature right or something, and it was I just didn't like it, but I figured I'd give them another shot. Yeah, the T701, well, those are junk. You can get ready to go back and replace those too. That's the Pro 1 thermostats. I tried selling a few of those because they give you the magnet with your company name for free, but they're junk. I mean, and until Honeywell gets the T series corrected, I'm not moving those anymore either, because I've actually got two out in the truck that I need to turn in for warranty. So I'm not using Honeywell until they get it straight. But they've just been too much of a problem. Yeah, it's hot here too. We've been busy. We've been doing this week. We had 2 days where we did two change outs in the same day, and I didn't do that last year. Like two complete change outs. Tuesday we did two complete change outs, and then Thursday we did two completes. I had my guy and another guy that he knew that was willing to help doing one. And then I had to call in my subcontractor to come do another one. And I was running no cool calls on top of that. So it's been, oh yeah, the 9,000, talking about the Honeywell 9,000. So I sell a lot of 16 SEER equipment. My 16 SEER package includes a Wi-Fi thermostat. It's included in the price. You cannot go into settings and adjust the heat cycle rate or the cooling cycle rate. Now, the cooling cycle rate's not a problem, meaning that it's, whether you like it or not, it's going to cut the cooling on or the heat on so many times an hour. And it comes set at like 10 cycles per hour. Well, thank you. I appreciate the comments about the way I look. I appreciate it. So anyway, in the heat, in the air conditioning season in summer, nobody cared about the cycle rate because they wanted their AC running anyway. Um, but in the heating mode, their heat was cutting on, nonstop, because it would do 10 cycles per hour, whether they wanted it to or not. And there's no way to go in and lower the heating and cooling cycle rates on the 9,000. So I had to quit selling them because my customers were complaining that their heat was running too much. We don't need that much heat here. So they'd have to go turn the thermostat on off instead of leaving, it set on the temperature, and it was pissing them off. So I had to go get rid of them. I had to go get rid of every 9,000 that I put out there, and I put 8,000s, Vision Pro 8,000s, and they're all much happier with those. Yeah. The 8,000 is a good thermostat, but I mean, but the cost on it is not much less than the 9,000. And I bought this new Ecobee today at Lowe's because none of the suppliers are really carrying Ecobee here. I think Goodman might carry the Ecobee 3, but I bought uh I bought the Ecobee, the newest one, not the one that does all the bells and whistles, like indoor air quality and all that. I didn't get that one. I got the one right below it. I got it for like 180 bucks. And that's a lot cheaper than the Honeywell 8,000 and the Honeywell 9,000 and the T10 and all that. So I can move that thermostat. I don't put a lot of markup on my thermostats because Ted gave me a good piece of advice. Thermostats are a real big DIY thing, and you try to sell it, you try to put too much markup on a thermostat, they're going to call your bluff on it because they can go get it. But I do put a little bit of money on them. I mean, you have to. So yeah, I've got the True Blue evac kit. I only use one hose though. That's all you need on residential. Get out. Shut.
Somebody threw your sign in the trash can.
Which one?
The sign that was in our yard, it's in a trash can.
Okay. Um Yeah, the True Blue, I have the one hose kit. That's all you need for residential. I pull through the suction line and put the micron gauge on the liquid valve, and it's good to go. That's good, man. That's all you need. That's all you need. Yeah, like if you're pulling on the condenser too because you had to replace a compressor or something of that nature, it would probably be faster if you use two hoses, but I only have one hose, unfortunately. I may end up getting another one, you never know. But it just takes a little longer with one hose when you're pulling the condenser and everything. So I got some this room, this door right here goes to the outside, and I opened it a minute ago and some freaking bugs flew in here. That's why I keep looking up. They're attracted to that light. So, but yeah, it's been busy. A lot of you got you guys really like this guy said he bought a furnace and he put it in, but he won't put the air in. He's looking for an installer. You go put in applications, Sammy. Yeah, just start calling companies and you know tell them that you're looking for a helper position. Believe me, if I don't know where you're located, but if you're anywhere in a hot state in the South, Every damn heating and air company's hiring right now, except me. I'm not, because that's just the way I keep it. You know, it's me and I have one full time guy. Now I have two other guys. One of them is a barber. Oh, he's in Texas. Well, yeah, you should not have a hard time finding a job. Um, the other guy that we use, he's a barber, but he's learning the air conditioning trade too. But the good thing is he gets to set his own schedule. So if I need him, he just tells his clients, look, you got to come later in the evening or another day or blah, blah, blah. So, it's not a, big deal for him. And then I got a third guy that he doesn't mind working. I work him as I need him also. And then I have my subcontractor. Yeah, I agree with David. You just go fill out some applications. You should be able to get a job easy, especially in Texas. I mean, it's hotter than hell in Texas, just like it is here. So finding an entry level HVAC job should not be a problem whatsoever. You hate Trump? Well, I guess you like paying these high gas prices then. Now, no offense, I see your name, so I kind of have an idea of why you hate him, Juanito. But I guess you like paying almost $5 a gallon for gas, or you may even be paying $5 depending on where you're located. I love Donald Trump. Sorry if that offends anybody, but obviously. Well, Austin, you're right, but you're also wrong about something. Oh, yeah, you're in California. You're paying like $8 a gallon. So, yeah, you hate Trump, though. Uh, Trump's not a politician. He's not. And like Ted said, he's the best we ever had. He did everything he said he was going to do. I don't know why you guys can't see that. Everything he said he was going to do, he did it. He built the wall. Well, he didn't get to finish it, but he damn started on it. He built the wall. He got this economy back where it was supposed to be. I mean, he did the Keystone pipeline. He did everything. Yeah, he didn't finish the wall because he got screwed out of the election. He got screwed out of the election. That's why he didn't finish the wall, because Biden shut the wall down the minute he got elected, and he shut the Keystone pipeline down. And Trump said we were going to drill at home and that gas prices would go down, and look what we did. Look what he did. He drilled at home and we used our own supply, and gas was $1.50 a gallon here in Louisiana. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He did not work in politics. He's a businessman. He's not a politician. You can sit here and say he's a politician all you want, but he's not. Donald Trump never worked in politics until he ran for president. I saw another comment. He moved the embassy to Jerusalem, where it should be. He said he would, and he did it. But Austin, I'm sorry, dude, you're wrong. He's not. Trump was never a politician until he ran for president. Never was he a senator, a governor, a mayor, or none of that. I mean, the man was never in politics until he ran for president. That's why he was such a good president, because he wasn't a politician. He was a businessman. And I'm sorry, he did great for this country. He did more in 4 years than, Austin. sometimes I don't know if you're all there or what, but yes, I just said he never worked in he was never a politician until he become president. I said that like 4 times. So now, yes, he is technically a politician and in politics. But you tried to say that he was a politician beforehand, which is completely untrue. And I said it like 4 times that he never worked in politics until he ran for president. So I'm not denying that he's ever worked in politics, but as far as before his presidency, no, he didn't. I agree, Ted. Some of these guys in here are just, it's like, man, y'all don't need to go vote. I mean, if you can't see the difference between the way Trump ran this country versus the way Biden is running this country, then you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem if you can't see the difference, because it's a huge difference. Dude, everybody in Atlantic City fucked their contractors when they were building their casinos because Atlantic City went belly up. You think it was just Trump that did? Everybody, everybody in Atlantic City went belly up. Everybody. You can start that argument all you want. I hear people say that, oh, well, he fucked the contractors and blah, 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 blah. When they're building a casino in Atlantic, everybody bankrupt in Atlantic City. Everybody. Because Atlantic City bellied up. So everybody went to shit in Atlantic City. So don't try that shit. It wasn't just Trump. You're wrong, Juanito. Trump was the best we ever had. He was the best. When's the last time we saw a dollar something a gallon gas before Donald Trump? Not under Obama. Not under Bush. Maybe Clinton. Clinton was probably the last time we saw those kind of gas prices. So I don't want to hear shit about Donald Trump. Wasn't no good. Why? Did he offend you with his mean tweets? Did Orange Man offend you with his mean tweets? Although I wasn't, let's see, yeah, when I was born, Reagan was president. Although I wasn't old enough to remember his presidency, from the research and, going back and looking, doing my own research, I'm a fan of Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was a good president. He really was. So yeah, but we can definitely change the subject. Yeah, Reagan was, I mean, like, I wasn't old enough to remember. I was a baby when he was president. That's a good point, Eric. Trump has been the only president in office that didn't start a war. So he actually tried to make peace. He's also the first president that stepped foot in North Korea. Okay, think about that. He went to North Korea and made peace with Kim Jong Un, or whatever his name is. That was huge. So no, Reagan was great. Although I was a baby, and I don't really remember I don't remember his presidency. From the research I've done and from what I've heard other guys say, You know, real Republicans, Reagan was a good president. Yes, gas was under $1 a gallon when Clinton was in. That is correct. I do remember. I'm old enough to remember that. Yeah, Reagan was a good president. Um, so all I know is that this November the Republicans have to take back. Okay, so Kim Jong Un was scared shitless. Great, that works. He quit building nukes. Now he's doing them again since Biden's in. If he was scared shitless, Trump accomplished his goal. Yeah, 80 something cents a gallon when Clinton was in office. I do remember that. Great point, Mike. Putin. Putin wasn't doing shit when Trump was in there. Yeah, Rocket Man. Putin didn't do shit when Trump was in there. He respected Donald Trump. He was scared of Donald Trump, and he knew Donald would bomb his ass. The minute Donald Trump got out of there, what does he do? He goes and invades Ukraine. I guarantee you, if Donald Trump was still president, Putin would not be in Ukraine right now. Oh, yeah. Biden, yeah. I mean, look what Putin's doing. You know, Putin would not be doing that if Trump was still in office. But the minute Trump got screwed out of the election, Putin invaded Ukraine. Biden hadn't even been president for what? He's not even 2 years in yet because he was inaugurated in 21. So he's just a little over a year in. And Putin's already invaded Ukraine. He didn't do that shit when Trump was in there. Absolutely, David. Absolutely. Putin knew Trump wasn't playing games. He knew Trump was a threat. Putin knew that if he fucked up, that Donald Trump and the United States were coming after him. Plain and simple. Well, yeah, that's kind of shitty of you, Charlie G. Okay, there's nothing there, but let's just let Russia go over there and kill all those innocent people. What a good guy you are. Do, 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 do. Absolutely, Larry. I couldn't agree with that more. Josh, I agree with that. I agree with that completely. Because Joe Biden, he's got Alzheimer's. I don't care what y'all say. He's nothing but a face. Like Josh said, Pelosi, Harris, and Schumer are the ones running this country. The Republicans have got to take back the House and Senate this November, or we're in trouble. Absolutely. You know, when you hear Biden talk and I heard a thing the other day. Somebody played a clip. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the Walton and Johnson show. Uh, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the Walton and Johnson show, but they played a clip. He went from talking about The vaccine, this was a while back. He went from talking about the vaccine and then just switched to talking about a man on the moon. Yep, me too, David. I listen to Walton and Johnson every morning. Been listening to Walton and Johnson for years. Love them. Um, that's my daughter in the background dancing for y'all on camera. Um, she's not shy. Anyway, uh, it's just stuff like that. Biden doesn't even know what he's saying. I mean, so anyway, I didn't mean for this to turn into politics. I just saw that comment and it pissed me off. And y'all know how I am. I'm gonna speak my mind when if somebody writes something that pisses me off or I don't agree with. So I honestly don't want to stay on here too much longer. It's already been for almost 45 minutes and it's after 10 o'clock and I need to go do a little bit of paperwork that I need to finish up to get ready for tomorrow because I've got to finish up a job tomorrow. I don't know what y'all call them. A house that's never had central air and heat, where you have to cut the boxes in, run the duct, everything, like it's never had anything. We call those a cut in here, basically, because you're cutting in everything. So I have to go finish. Well, the air conditioning's up and running, and we ran the vent pipe. And I piped in the gas on the inside of the house. Basically, this woman don't want me in her house without her there, and she can't take another day off of work. So I piped in the gas on the inside of the furnace, and drilled a hole in the floor, and my gas pipe is just hanging under the house. Tomorrow, I have to shut the gas off to the house, crawl under the house, and I gotta tap into a gas line that used to supply a space heater. It doesn't supply a space heater anymore. It's sitting under the house capped off so it doesn't leak gas everywhere. Bad news, Monk. I don't know. I don't know who your suppliers are. I know here I get them at my Ream supplier, Revolve. Well, I don't because they're too expensive, but that's who handles them. I don't know I don't know. I can't remember where you live. I don't know who your supply houses are. Actually, it's Jim Air now, but well, no, they're still Acme Refrigeration, but they're owned by Jim Air. But I don't know, man. I don't know I don't know what suppliers you got. Oh, and just FYI to everybody, I saw the signs. They're opening up right next to the York store. We're getting a John Stone supply here. So I'm very excited about that. And they're opening up right next door to the York store. Matt, we're getting a John Stone here. They're going to be right next door to Solar in the old Acme brick building on Eros. So that's exciting that we're getting a John Stone. So yeah, next door to Solar in the old Acme brick building. Now, bad news, Monk. Look, just because my Ream supplier got bought out by Jim Air doesn't mean your Jim Air is going to have Revolve coils. So don't go to Jim Air tomorrow and try to get a Revolve coil and they don't have it and get pissed off at me. Yeah, David, right next door to Solar in the old Acme brick moved. They either shut down or they moved. I'm guessing they moved. But that is turning into a Johnstone. It's actually, you can tell it's like Acme's moving all their stuff out and Johnstone's about to start remodeling. But if you go in front of it, there's signs everywhere, coming soon, Johnstone Supply. So that's exciting that we're getting a Johnstone. So anyway, so we're getting a John, we find, I know, yeah, I told y'all this, we got a Linux store here. Not that it does me any good anymore, but it is what it is. So getting a Johnstone, that's exciting. We're starting to get more big supply houses here in Lafayette. So it's exciting. Yes, that's right, Matt. Right next door to Solar was Acme Brick. And they're not in, they either went out of business or they moved. Josh, that's a long story. I'm not going to go into that. You can scroll through my videos. Uh, one of my videos is titled something about Linux Parts Plus, and you can go watch that video if you want to know. I'm not going to get into that tonight. No, Acme and Kaiser is the same people. Matt, same people. Acme and Kaiser Supply are still Acme and Kaiser Supply, but they're owned by Jim Air. Um, yeah, thanks, man. I bought, now that I'm not fat anymore, I can actually fit in this kind of stuff. I bought all kind of 9-line shirts. I love the 9, you know, they got the American flag, and then they got the huge American flag on the back of the shirt. So yeah, I love the 9-line military stuff. I wear it religiously. That and the HVAC tactical stuff I wear. No, what you need to do, Timothy, is call a professional and quit trying to DIY everything. No, it's Jim Air. Gemaire. Jim Air. But as far as I know, all the Acme refrigerations get to keep the Acme refrigeration name. At least they have right now. And our invoices still say Acme Refrigeration. Now, they look just like Jim Air invoices, and they use Jim Air software now, but they're still Acme Refrigeration, and they're still Kaiser Supply down in New Orleans and stuff. It's just owned uh, by Jim Air. I don't fool with Bosch. I jumped on the bandwagon when they first came out, thought they were going to be good. Turned out they're shit. So, yeah, go Timothy. I mean, go ahead, DIY it. You'll just fuck it up even more and then call a professional and you have to spend more money. I love when DIY people try to do their own air conditioning and they fuck it up and call me out and then it costs them more money. Well, yeah, David, actually, not Jim Air, Watsco bought the Acme and Kaiser name because Jim Air is just the name. It's actually, the company name is Watsco. They own Carrier, they own Baker Distributing, they own Jim Air, they own Cooling Supply or something like that, and they now own Acme Refrigeration and Kaiser Supply. Jim Air is just the name as well. It's actually Watsco that owns them. So it's all Watsco. Oh, I love when DIY guys try to do their own air. I love it. It just they just got to pay me more money to fix it. We don't have a Ferguson here. No Ferguson here. Well, if we do have a Ferguson, I think I'm not sure if we do, but if we do, it's plumbing only. They don't sell HVAC here. They're plumbing only. Hey, Rich, how you doing? I'm actually about to log off, man. I got some stuff I need to go take care of before I go to bed. I've heard that Ferguson carries Ream. Um, I've also heard that some Fergusons carry Train. I've also heard that some Fergusons carry both Ream and Train. There is no RE Michael where I live, but an hour and a half north where I used to live, there is an RE Michael. Now, there is rumors that RE Michael's coming here where I live, and I hope they do because I have an account with them already. So Yes, Mikey Pipes. I know he worships Bosch. Right Mechanical? No. Fujitsu shit. Well, their forced air systems are made by Ream. Uh Rude's good. I sell Ream. I'm a huge Ream dealer. And Rude's the same thing. Rude and Ream is some of the best equipment on the market, in my opinion. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think there's only two companies and four brands that are that I would touch right now, and that's Ream and Rude, which is owned by Ream, and Train and American Standard, which is owned by Train. That's it. And I'm being dead serious. I know I usually not the biggest on Train, but Rude and Ream, Train and American Standard to me are that's the best four brands on the market right now. Yes, Matt, I do. I know him very well. I've bought a lot of metal with him. Why do you ask? If it's personal or something, text me. Don't put it in the chat. I know exactly who he is. I've bought a shit ton of metal with him. I don't buy with him anymore though. Train is pricey. Chinese cat Matt, before y'all do that, you might want to text me before y'all do that. Um Train is pricey. Chinese caps, that's not no, I mean, I would not really. I still love ICP. It's just that their cased coils have went microchannel. So that's a deal breaker for me. I thought y'all were located in Abbeville. Oh, you mean when y'all are doing a job in Lafayette? I started using a guy in New Iberia, Matt, because I live in Youngsville now. Package unit wise. Yeah, ICP makes a really nice package unit. And I'll still sell an ICP here and there. Um, as long as it's an air handler and not a microchannel case coil. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with ICP. I'm not dogging it. I think it's a great piece of equipment, except the cased coils that have went microchannel. I'm not Microchannel's a deal breaker for me, whether it's condenser or evaporator. It's a deal breaker for me. So I'm not gonna do it. I do sell my used units, the ones that are still good and still run, mainly on rental property. It's not something that I advertise or try to push. But if somebody's got a rental or like an elderly person, man, I won't even charge them full price. I'll just try to get them to pay me a little bit of money to cover my labor, mainly so I can pay, my helper to help me. But most of the time I can do a condensing unit by myself, as long as I have, a dolly and a trailer and I don't have to wheel it, you know, uh 5 miles around a big ass house. As long as I can park on the street and see the condenser and I have my trailer, I usually don't even bring anybody with me, especially if it's an elderly person, because I don't even charge them a full price. I just try to get them to cover a little bit of my labor. I have a soft spot for the elderly, so I mainly use them for rentals. And now the rentals, the landlords, they get charged. They get charged a good. I mean, not a lot, but you know, enough to where I make a decent amount of money. Where make it worth my while. Put it to you like that. But for the elderly, I just I just tell them to give me a few $100s to cover my labor because I have a soft spot for the elderly. Jack, I didn't say that your carrier units were microchannel, okay? I'm not talking about the condensers. But and it may not be in effect yet. You may still be able to get your hands on some tubed case coils. But eventually all carrier, Bryant, and ICP cased coils for gas applications will be microchannel. Let me go to Comfort Maker's website on my phone and see if they have the new coil on their website. Let's see here. Products, evaporator coils. Yep, it's on the website. If anybody doesn't believe, you can go to any ICP website, Comfort Maker, Heil, Tempstar, ArcoAir, whoever, model number EVD4X. It is a performance cased V, as in Victor, evaporator coil with Power V technology. And it is a micro channel. There's even a picture of it. I'm gonna have to share the screen with y'all so y'all can see this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna prove it to y'all right now. So many people have not believed me about this. I'm so glad they finally put it on their damn website. Computer is being really slow tonight. All right. I'll share the screen with y'all. Son of a bitch. All right, here we are. Comfort Maker's website. Let me close these out. We're going to go to products. If my computer will act right, we're going to go to evaporator coils. Here it is. The brand new one. We're going to click on it. And we are going to change. Okay, so look at that. What is that, people? That's microchannel. It's a single pass-through coil. There's the cabinet again. You can even see a piece of the microchannel up here. But if you go to this picture, that is a microchannel. So if we go back to evaporator coils and we go to this one, this is an upflow only. This is a horizontal only, but we'll go to this one. Well, they don't have another picture of it, but this is a tubed fin end coil. But let's go back to that one more time. This is the brand new EVD4X. Picture number 2, micro channel. So that is my issue with ICP. Now, as long as I can do an air handler or I can do a gas system, uh, and still get the tube coil, I'm good. But if I ever go and quote a gas system and they say no, all we got is the EVD or whatever, the new one, I'm gonna say, no, forget it. So that's the turnoff, and that's going to be the same. Now it's going to be a different model number with Carrier and Bryant, but that coil is with Carrier and Bryant too. So there's the proof. I've been telling you guys this for a long time that they were going microchannel on their case coils. A lot of people told me I was full of shit, but I just proved it to you. I do not use the RLS press system anymore. I used it when it was called the Zoom Lock. It's great. I don't have anything against it. I just don't think it's right for residential. I think it shines in commercial and industrial. So no, I don't use it. No, Logan, I haven't bought a Vito in a long time. I've got like 3 of them. They're all still good, and I don't need to buy another one. So, but I'm about to log off of here, guys. I've been on here for about an hour and 3 minutes. I agree. Microchannel equals automotive condenser coil. I don't condone it in central heating and air conditioning for homes. So people say that's the route everybody's going. I don't see Train going that route or Goodman. Goodman's already said they'll never go that route. I think Train's already went that route in their package units. So if it comes down to it, I guess John's going to sell Goodman and Amana if everybody else switches to Microchannel. But I hope that doesn't happen, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, I'm out of here for the night, guys. I've got some paperwork I got to go take care of, and then I'm going to bed because I got to get up early in the morning and go finish that cut-in job. I got to run some gas pipe, and I'm sure the no-cool calls are going to start ringing in early. Thank you guys for taking the time to come in. If you would, hit that like button before you log out of here. It helps the channel. I hope you all enjoyed the stream, even though a lot of it was a political rant. I apologize, but sometimes things take a turn that way. But hopefully I'll get to do these more often. I'll have some videos coming up soon of some no cool calls. Maybe try to, guys, I can't change out videos of us actually doing the work. But if y'all are interested, I can try to do some before and afters, like walk you around the whole system, show you the condenser before, show you the air handler before, the gas furnace and the coil before, and then show you the after product. Other than that, I don't have time to whip out the camera while I'm doing all that stuff. But I'll try to get, some small, like, before, what everything looks like before, and then as we tear it out and as we get things set. But as far as actual working, I'm just not going to be able to do it. But I'll have some no cool call videos coming in soon. Anyway, yeah, it's labor intensive and I just don't have time to film all that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, before y'all leave, hit the like button, share it with your friends with friends that you think would enjoy something like this. So I'm out of here. Good night. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you guys real soon. Thank y'all so much for the support and watching. I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Thank you guys again for the support.